KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area High School basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at KJFM Radio, on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to basketball. Back to the basketball court, Jim Ross. It seems like just yesterday we were broadcasting football games. Well, it wasn't yesterday, but it was Saturday. It was
pretty close.
It was this week. But we're back on the hardwood tonight. A new basketball season gets kicked off on KJFM, and we've got the Louisiana Bulldogs taking on the Pleasant Hill Wolves in a battle that's just separated by a river here on the Mississippi.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Neither team's played yet. This game was actually scheduled for Friday night, but Pleasant Hill found out in Illinois they couldn't play their first game until tonight, or until last night actually. So they found an open date tonight, and we're here at the Jake Knoll Gymnasium, the Jake as we affectionately call it, and we ought to have a good basketball game for you tonight.
It's Louisiana and Pleasant Hill. We'll start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for the Louisiana Bulldogs and the Pleasant Hill Wolves, our first basketball broadcast of the 2021-2022 season. Mark Fronek, Jim Ross here at the Jake, and a lot of high hopes, I think, for this Louisiana team this year as these guys have grown together, they're matured, and it's time for them to take a step forward.
Without a doubt, they've got abundance of talent. The seniors, many of them have started since they were freshmen, and all of them got a lot of playing time ever since their freshman year, and so this is the year everyone expects it to come together. And as I said, they're loaded with talent. Their fallacy is they haven't been terribly responsible about their game. They haven't been very good at defense, and they tend to fall in love with the three-point shot. So if they can get that stuff worked out this year, early on particularly, they could be a factor in the MO Conference race.
And a little bit of a change this year. Matt Smith brings in the great Bobby Spoonster to be his assistant this year, and I think that would help with some of those responsibilities a little bit.
I would think it would. Bobby's been around for a long time. Everybody around the area is familiar with him and his time at Clopton and
Bowling Green.
Right, and he's the middle school principal here and has decided to take on this assistant's role, and you're right. It's nothing much better than having a seasoned head coach as an assistant because you can trust what he's going to say to your players and with all the confidence in the world, and the message is probably going to be the same, and it can't do anything but help.
Now, do you see any of Bobby Spoonster's game plan sneaking in? Do you see any full court pressure, anything like that?
I would say maybe not to start the season. I think, this is a good game for them to feel out and see where they are. I'm guessing they probably played in a jamboree somewhere. It seems like they may have gone up to South Shelby. So they've got a little bit of a feel. But this will be the first game shooting live ammo, and so they'll probably see how it goes. And they have the talent. I mean, they have the physical attributes to press all over the place the whole game. But as I said, their history is they don't like to play defense. Mm-hmm. And as we all know, you got to play a little defense if you're going to win basketball games. You can't just expect your offense to carry the load every night. Because some nights you're just not going to make baskets, and that's when your defense has got to take over. So it'll be interesting, and they've had some discipline problems throughout the years, and we start the season with the same deal. A couple kids had some detention, I guess, over the weekend, and so they won't start. They'll get to play, but they won't be in the starting lineup. So, is it the same old, or are we going to see something different where these kids get it through their thick heads? We're here to play basketball, and in order to be good, we got to do these things, and are they willing to do them?
Maybe they're just getting it all out of the way early.
One could hope.
The men's only tonight, by the way, and the JV game went to Louisiana by a final of 48-25 over Pleasant Hill. We've got the varsity game coming up in about 8 minutes. We'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game next on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Keys to the game between Louisiana and Pleasant Hill.
Well, you got to go with the old usual things. Take care of the basketball and make some shots, rebound. We don't know anything at all about Pleasant Hill. We know they have a new coach as Blake Skillman is retired, and Coach Steve Rylander's taking the helm for the Wolves. It looks like they've got some size, so they could pose a challenge for Louisiana inside because they don't necessarily like to mix it up that much in the paint. But for Louisiana, you got to take care of the basketball. Don't fall in love with the three. And, boy, I'd sure like to see them press full court because they've got the athletic ability to go up and down and make this a really fun season.
You just got to make sure your French braids are straight, tight, and actually, I think
I'll pass.
Jack Logan's hairdo this year is better than all that hair flopping around. He might be able to line up that three a little easier this season.
He is certainly a candidate for the all-hair team, and we haven't played a minute yet of the season.
Those are our keys to the game. We've got starting lineups still to come on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Coaches shake hands. It's time for our starting lineups here at Louisiana. First for the Pleasant Hill Wolves, they're coached by Steve Rylander. This is their first game of the season. They'll start a junior guard, number 0, Decorion Dolbear. Senior guard, number 12, Gavin Coy gets the start. Number 15, senior center, Logan McCurley. Senior forward, number 23, Brian Poltz. And a senior guard, number 25, Caleb Friesmeyer gets the start. So again, Dolbear, Coy, McCurley, Poltz, and Caleb Friesmeyer, the starters for Pleasant Hill. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, also their first game of the season, they're coached by Matt Smith, and they'll start a senior, number 2, Mason Washington. Number 4 gets a start tonight. That's senior Quincy Hunt. Number 5, a junior, Donovan Richards gets a start tonight, as well as a sophomore, number 10, Cooper Lumley. He started the JV game as well. And the junior, number 23, Jack Logan, rounds out the starting 5. So again, for the Bulldogs, it's Washington, Hunt, Richards, Lumley, and Logan. And the officials for tonight?
Well, Phil Yazel's one of them, but I don't know who the other two are. It's an out-of-town crew out of the St. Charles County area, and I guess for the first game of the season, that's probably a good thing that nobody knows who they are.
Exactly, and there were a lot of whistles in the JV
Lord.
contest. Hopefully, with the rise in skill on the floor, those whistles go down a little bit.
We'll hope those lips are worn out from blowing the whistle in that first game, because it drug on forever in a 23-point game, I might add.
Yeah.
So we're just getting tuned up. You know, we'll have the Montgomery County tournament's just around the corner. It'll start on Monday night. And got a couple area teams with Bowling Green and Clopton in that, and some high-powered teams in there as well. Mexico, Montgomery County will have a good men's team again this year, and Montgomery County girls are very good, Mexico girls. So a lot of good action to come next week. And then the next week is Monroe City tournament, which Louisiana is the 3 seed in that, which was a little bit surprising to me. Monroe won, of course, and Highland. Their non-conference schedule is unbelievable. Father Tolton, Blair Oaks, Webster Groves. They're playing in a couple shootouts. It's like, holy smokes.
And they just got done playing football on Saturday as well.
They did.
So that's going to be the Toltons versus Tolton again this year.
Yeah, they went down and they played Jeff City last year. They played Troy. Troy's going to be really good again this year as well. So, and we expect a really competitive around here. A lot of the competitive games, because the teams are all kind of even. Lost some guys, some more than others, but a lot will be looking for some scoring, and so we're ready to go, man. It ought to be fun this year.
It is Louisiana and Pleasant Hill to start this off. The River Battle is coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Pleasant Hill has been introduced. Now they're introducing the Bulldogs starters to this crowd. A little different feel. They moved the band up here with us into the weight loft, and I just don't think that it fills the gym the way they did down on the far corner.
No, I agree. It shoots over the top, but a good crowd on hand. Pretty full side here on the Louisiana side and about half full on the Pleasant Hill side, so glad to see the fans get out to see this opening game of the season. Of course, you look to see, we've talked about this a little bit about Bowling Green, the success of your other programs sometimes breeds success. So Louisiana's football program was on the rise this year, and we'll hope that feeds into these guys. A lot of them, many of them played football.
And they played a lot better defense on the gridiron this year.
That
so
they did, baby.
Especially the last half of the season.
Let's just hope they don't tackle anybody.
Right? Which – against a team from across the river, that's kind of the style that's played over there.
Yeah,
so
Illinois has got a different brand if you haven't seen it. It'll be interesting to see. Looks like they've got a couple athletes do the Wolves, and they like to go up and down. They like to run the sideline break, things of that nature. But with this new coach, we don't really know a whole lot about him. Louisiana in their home whites, head to toe with red on their shoulders, red numbers, black trim. Pleasant Hill in the road blues with white numbers and gold trim. On your radio dial, Louisiana will move from your left to your right here in the first half.
And it'll be Brian Poltz jumping center against Mason Washington. Phil Yazel has the ball coming in from the far side. It goes up, and this season is tipped off on KJFM. Louisiana wins it back to Richards. He'll take it across the time stripe as Louisiana gets into their offense. Over to the far point, back up toward the center. He'll drive and is fouled by Dolbear. That's his first.
A little hand check on the penetration by Richards. That's actually a good sign that they start wanting to penetrate.
And Donovan will inbound the ball to the near side for Jack Logan. Logan takes it to the free throw line, kicks it far corner over to Richards. Donovan puts up the three, and that's good. From the far side, Louisiana strikes first with a 3-0 lead.
Good way to start the game, and here's that full pressure, court pressure you talked about.
So they bring it out here very early in the season. Dolbear gets it across the line, gets it back in between on the Bulldog at center court, and he falls down backwards, and that's going to be a travel.
Louisiana, pretty much a man-to-man team all over the place. And even though with the press, they'll press man-to-man and then try and jump trap if they get a chance.
Quincy Hunt inbounds for Donovan Richards, and he'll drop it off for Cooper Lumley out high. Back to the near side for Washington. Mason takes it free throw line, kicks it back. Here's a three from the top of the key. That one rattles down. Back-to-back threes for Donovan Richards, and it's 6-0 Bulldogs.
Well, if you ask him how to start the season, that's what he would have hoped for.
59 seconds gone, and a timeout called by Steve Rylander and the Pleasant Hill Wolves. We'll take one, too. All Bulldogs here to start, 6-0 on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
Well, we saw that in the JV game. Coach Rylander not afraid to burn a timeout if he's not feeling it. And after back-to-back threes, he thought that was a good time, 59 seconds into the game.
He's an active guy over on the bench as well, up and down, hollering and screaming.
Here's Dolbear. Double teamed in the backcourt. Gets it off for number 15, Logan McCurley. He takes it across the line, kicks it into the middle, and it's taken away by Jack Logan.
Good defense coming down the low post.
Washington back up for Logan. He'll take the three from the top, and he drains it.
Well, if they go in, it's a good thing, right?
And they've gone in so far, almost a steal. Now they break that pressure with Coy across the line. Gavin Coy trying to find Dolbear in a double team, gave up his dribble. He's trapped on the far side, and they'll run out of time.
Third turnover of the game. Good defense by the Dogs. And into the game comes number 32, Aiden Myers, and number 11, Kenton Friesmeyer.
And it's interesting to see, you know, we're used to one set of rules. All these Pleasant Hill players have the masks on.
Right, we didn't mention that. They don't have them on their mouth, though.
No, they don't. Driving to the basket and scoring is Mason Washington. First one from inside the perimeter.
Good penetration. Mason's grown a little bit, put it on some muscle, and there's another turnover for Pleasant Hill. But I don't know if you were paying any attention. They went out at halftime of the JV game, and he was putting on a little dunking exhibition.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he's got some real hops, too.
And he's bumped, or Quincy Hutt's bumped from behind by Dolbear, and that's going to be his second foul, and both of them have just kind of been lazy ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, just reaching in instead of getting in front. And looks like Coach Rylander is going to leave him in the game. Many coaches take him out after two.
Richards dumps it off for Lumley. It goes through his hands and is picked off by Poltz. And then another turnover back to Louisiana as the pass was right at the feet of Dolbear and goes out of bounds.
Fifth turnover of the game already, and we haven't quite played 3 minutes.
Here's Richards in the backcourt. Donovan going to drive. Kicks it up over the front iron, off the back iron and out. Got his own rebound, scores, and is fouled.
Yeah, didn't even jump on the putback, but got hammered nonetheless, and it goes in. Have to see who they whistled. Looks like it's going to be on. Well, they haven't put it up yet.
5:33 to play here in the opening quarter. It's a shutout so far for Louisiana, 11-0. And it is the first foul on Kenton Friesmeyer. And the free throw good as well.
Richards usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Full court pressure and a steal again.
Kicks it down low. Mason Washington off the glass too hard. Goes off a knee and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana.
Yeah, Washington would have been better off to keep that ball above his head and just go straight back up. He took time to gather, and the defense came as Quincy or Donovan Richards will take a seat and into the game as the shot's up, no good.
That was Washington again off the back iron and out.
Wyatt Harrison in for the Dogs.
Nice drive that time by Dolbear. He gets the first points of the night for P. Hill.
Split the left lane and a little scoop move to the hoop.
Kicks it back. Here's Harrison. He'll take a three. High arcing three. It's too long, and the rebound picked up by DeCorian Dolbear. He'll bring it across the line himself over to the far side for Aiden Myers. Back up top to the free throw line now for Logan McCurley. McCurley just take the shot from there. No good. Rebound popped up by Logan. Picked back up by Pleasant Hill. Chase to the corner. Goes to the floor, and we're going to finally have a whistle. And who's it going to be on?
I'm not sure. Looks like they're going to call it on Pleasant Hill.
And number 23, Brian Poltz, his first.
So, fourth team foul as Ryan Capps checks in. Lumley out. Logan out as well. And Tremaine Chapman with his first minutes of the night.
And Harrison will bring it across the time stripe. Gets a pick there from Hutt. Now gives it off to Washington. Back to the far corner for Wyatt Harrison. Harrison kicks it down low for Capps. Capps makes some room. And it was stripped from behind. The ball went straight up and down through the basket.
He's a wide body, made some room, and got the lucky spin, I guess, if you will.
Clock running with the ball out of bounds. Louisiana up 16-2, almost stolen. We're under 4 minutes. Kick it across the line now does Pleasant Hill. Driving to the basket, blocked from behind by Hutt is Gavin Coy. I'd say the defense is pretty good.
Good defensive play from behind. Hutt got beat to the hole, but he's got some hops as well and swatted it from behind.
3:52 to go. They get it in to Poltz. Now back for Dolbear. He holds it high. Gets it to the middle of the floor from McCurley. His shot wild. Rebound, Pleasant Hill off the glass. Good. Gavin Coy and a foul.
His first buck of the night. He'll get a chance for a three-point play. First foul of the night on Louisiana.
Makes it 16-4. And a chance to make it 5 here, and he drains the free throw for a three-point play.
Foul's going to go on Wyatt Harrison, his first.
Hutt gets it to Washington. Mason hands it off for Tremaine Chapman. Chapman, his first touch of the year. Takes it down to Caps. Pass too hot to handle for him, and it's taken away by Dolbear for Pleasant Hill. Here come the Wolves up the floor. Kicks it down low for Poltz. Poltz, center of the lane, and he got Mason Washington up in the air, and will draw the foul.
I believe the foul will be on the floor, so it'll be a baseline throw in.
And another timeout taken by Pleasant Hill. With 3:16 to go in the first quarter, it's Louisiana 16, the Pleasant Hill Wolves 5. More basketball after this on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Yeah, you were talking that Mason's hit the gym a little bit. That beard also gives him a little more of a menacing look.
Yeah. Headbands around with him and Chapman and Caps.
Pleasant Hill gets it in off the timeout. Can't hit the shot, get their own rebound, and the putback is good for Poltz.
His first bucket of the night.
16-7 our score. Pleasant Hill's put together a little bit of a run here. Here's Caps on the baseline, works it out in front of the basket. Shot off the glass is no good, and they're giving up a lot of rebounds right now, are the Bulldogs.
One and done is the mode right now. Caps is showing some lineman hands so far in there this evening.
Hard to get that touch back.
Yeah, it'll come eventually.
And down again, and they're going to call a tie-up, and it's going to stay with Pleasant Hill as I think Dolbear got away with a bit of a walk there.
Alternating arrow, it'll stay with Pleasant Hill. Logan and Richards back in. Caps and Hutt will take a seat. Also in for the first time is Caleb Friesmeyer for Pleasant Hill.
They get it inbound. Shot good and a foul. Logan McCurley off the inbound, drove to the basket, gets it to go, and if he hits the free throw here, it's a 6-point game.
I said Friesman's first time in. He actually started but didn't stay in long. The foul's on Washington, his second.
Free throw in and out, and Logan with the rebound. Go back quickly. Here's Harrison off the glass, good, and a foul.
Nice ball fake when he made the catch. Drove baseline and then got clobbered.
Foul's going to be the second on Brian Poltz.
There's foul trouble already starting to mount with Dolbear with 2 and Poltz with 2.
And the free throw no good this time, and the rebound pulled down by Brian Poltz. Here comes Dolbear across the line for Pleasant Hill. 1-on-2, and he traveled, yeah.
Had a little bunny hop in there as he picked up the ball. Good call by the official.
2:31 to go in the first quarter. 18-9 Louisiana as they extinguish that little mini run by the Wolves.
Led by as many as 14 in this first quarter.
Here's Richards with it. On the bottom lip of that Bulldog, goes over to the far side for Washington. Now for Chapman. Chapman is fouled from behind. That's going to be the third on Dolbear, I believe.
I believe you're right.
That is not good news, as he does about 90% of the ball handling for this Pleasant Hill team.
Coach Steve Rylander's down on the floor on all fours as Kitten Friesmeyer checks back in. Dolbear will take a seat.
Jack Logan inbound on the far side for Louisiana. Gets it into Richards. He's going to drive. Stops in front of the free throw line. Can't sneak it over the front of the rim. And the rebound picked up by McCurley for the Wolves.
Had a good look that time, just didn't get it to go.
Over to the far side now for Gavin Coy. Coy is picked off by Logan. Tried to lob a pass over him, and Logan, he can jump from a standstill about 6 foot high.
Yeah, and he's got some height. He's grown a little bit too. He's about 6'3". Going to say a foul on the drive, wipe off the basket. Foul's going to be on Logan McCurley, his first.
They get it in off the glass, Mason Washington. He just snuck behind the defense there.
Yeah, inbounds play, the defense went asleep. Then a steal, and back to Washington for the bucket.
Back-to-back buckets for Mason, and all of a sudden it's 22-9. Louisiana in control, and now losing the ball to Harrison. That long two is no good. Two Wolves fight for the rebound, almost lost it out of bounds, but it's picked up by McCurley. Here comes Pleasant Hill, and pass errant out of bounds and down the tunnel toward the Louisiana locker room.
Holtz had some space in front of him, but the pass was well in front of him from Friesmeyer. 10th turnover of the quarter.
And we still have a minute 18 to play in the first.
It's a pace for 40 turnovers.
Ooh.
That'd be a bunch.
Here's Richardson, near side for Jack Logan. Logan back up top for Donovan. He backs up. Surveying the scene, gets it to Chapman, now gets it back. A little give and go there. On the perimeter, here's Logan. And what do we have?
Illegal pick on Hutt, I believe. A little zone defense that time by Pleasant Hill.
And that's going to be the first foul on Quincy Hutt. Down to 52.4 seconds to go. Here in quarter number one, 22-9. Bulldogs lead Pleasant Hill. More pressure in the backcourt, and it's taken away. Now it goes to the floor and tied up. It's going to stay with Louisiana on the alternating arrow.
Yeah, Louisiana's gone to a zone trap, everybody in the front court, and once the inbound pass comes in, they'll break back into a man-to-man. That's what they normally do.
They get it in to Washington. He can't hit, but is fouled. And Mason going to head to the line for the first time.
That's going to be on McCurley, his second.
So he's got two. Gilbert's got three. Poltz has two.
Louisiana in the bonus. Washington will get a 1-1.
44.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here from the Jake. And Washington at the line. His first free throw is short. Missed everything.
Yeah, you don't see that from a quality player of his caliber. An air ball from the free throw line. His teammates will be giving him a hard time about that tomorrow.
He made the second one, though. Extends the lead to 23-9. 44 seconds left in the first quarter, and more pressure from the Dogs. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Washington. They'll have to try and inbound again.
Yeah, with Dolbear on the bench, their point guard, Pleasant Hill, having a heck of a time.
36.9 seconds to go. They get it in. To Friesmeyer in the backcourt. And he's just going to dribble it out. And almost traveled. And now is trapped by Richards. Kicks it and taken away by Jack Logan. He comes out the back way and heads up the floor to Mason Washington. Washington back up top for Richards.
Down to 17 to play in the quarter.
Put the ball under his arm. Now he goes to work. Drops it off for Chapman. Back up for Hutt. Over to the far side for Logan. From the point to Richards. Finds Hutt on the baseline, and he lost it out of bounds. With 1 second even left in the quarter.
Didn't handle that final 19 seconds very well. You've got to get a shot at least.
They had a good idea going their baseline. Hutt was open.
That was a long second.
Yeah, it was. The far official said, come on.
Everybody was looking at the clock saying, I hadn't run out yet.
We played a quarter. It's Louisiana 23, Pleasant Hill 9. Back with the second after this on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
23-9 after 8 minutes here at Louisiana High School. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross getting ready for the second quarter between the Bulldogs and the Pleasant Hill Wolves. And a lot of Richards to start the quarter and Washington to finish the quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, sandwiched in are 12 turnovers for Pleasant Hill in the first quarter.
And that full court pressure has really paid off, at least in this game, for Louisiana.
14 is the biggest lead of the game.
Pleasant Hill had the ball set on the ground, and he runs out of time. They started counting, and he said, I'm supposed to pick it up?
Yeah, they came out of the huddle. If you're going to do that the first of the year, that's probably not a bad thing. Let them know, get out of the huddle, boys, and let's go.
So another turnover before the first second even ticks away, and we've got another whistle.
And the clock won't shut off.
I think they're trying to see if that's a
mechanical or human error.
Yeah.
They'll never tell anybody.
No, it's totally, it's got to be mechanical. But we'll fix it because we're adept.
I don't know what the delay is. Put 7:45 back on there. Let's roll.
Sounds good to me.
Let's roll.
Phil Yazel having a long conversation with the scorer's table. Now they're going to just leave it at 7:39, it looks like.
Unbelievable. After all that.
Yeah. Here's Richards, then near side for Washington. Back to Donovan in the center circle. Over to the far side for Jack Logan. Logan going to take it center of the lane. Little hook shot there, and he puts it in.
Nice move to the hoop that time by Logan. He's got 5.
Little pull-up jumper. That's short for Kenton Friesmeyer. And here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Here's Richards for 3. That one is his first miss from beyond the arc in this ball game, and the rebound pulled down by McCurley for the Wolves. Spin move there from Poltz, and a charge called as Hutt knocked to the floor.
That'll be the third on. That wasn't McCurley. Actually, it was Poltz, but that will be his third.
59 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Now they're trying to figure out, hey, which one was it?
Well, it was 23 that had the ball, I believe.
And they finally got that figured out.
McCurley wouldn't be happy if they called on him. As Harrison checks back in, Chapman takes a seat for the Dogs.
And here's Richards across the time stripe for Louisiana. And the ball kicked. Late call on that. It actually went off 2 feet. of Pleasant Hill players.
Good kick save, though.
A beauty. And Richards gets the inbound from Hutt. Keeping it out high for the most part until something opens up. Here's Logan, NBA range three. That one's long. And the rebound pulled down once again by Logan McCurley.
Worse than lucky he didn't pick up his third foul.
And there's a steal by Mason Washington. He goes coast to coast and rolls it in.
He had thoughts of trying to dunk that.
Yes, he did. Now a tip, but no take, as Poltz picks up the loose ball around to Dolbear on the far point. Rocket pass to Gavin Coy. Coy going to drive to the free throw line. Now kick it out and around to Dolbear. For Gavin Coy again. Free throw line for Poltz. His shot off the mark. Pulled down off to the left. Rebound off the glass, no good. And the rebound tipped around all the way to Jack Logan. Logan floats it high off the glass. I don't think he wanted to particularly shoot there.
No, I think he was looking to pass, but made the cardinal sin of getting in the air, and then you had to do something with it.
Threw a wild shot high off the glass, no good. And here comes Pleasant Hill back the other way. Gavin Coy with it. Free throw line backs up. Over to the far side for DeCorian Dolbear. Now to Poltz. Poltz kicks it to the free throw line for McCurley. McCurley steps inside now to the baseline. That shot is good for Gavin Coy. He's got 5.
He does. Good feed from McCurley that time.
Back the other way. Richards kicks it to the corner. Here's Harrison. Pressure never came, so he'll just drain the three.
Everything else fails, put it up, right?
Exactly. He's got 5 as well. And we played 3 minutes here in the second quarter. 30-11 Louisiana. Dolbear caught in the backcourt. Gives a pass to McCurley. Tries to send one down low, and it's rejected by the Bulldogs. Here's Harrison in transition. Lost control, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Wyatt. Back to the Wolves.
Louisiana with 4 threes as Nathan Perkins in for the first time along with Caps, Logan, and Hutt take a seat.
Dolbear into a double team. Floats a pass for Poltz. Gets across the line. And now it's almost taken away by the Bulldogs, but a travel going to be called on Logan McCurley as he went to the floor and did a crocodile roll there.
Slid a little bit.
Back into the ball game, Caleb Friesmeyer for the Wolves.
Aiden Myers will return as well. Oh, nope, they didn't get him in there in time.
No, he didn't. Caps plays catch out high with Richards over to the far side. A little stutter step there for Nathan Perkins in the ball game, and there's a shot in for the Bulldogs.
What's that? A mid-range jumper sweep. Pull up from the baseline and hit it from 15. Don't see those shots very often.
Nope. 32-11. Louisiana in control right now, but there's a three by Logan McCurley. And the defense just never came.
And he didn't put up the 3 sign, did he?
I stopped looking.
I think he did.
Here's Caps to Washington. A lot of room there, and another 2 points for Mason Washington.
You've got to understand the scoreboard before you're doing something crazy like that.
Yep, and I think that may have fired up Mason Washington a little bit. As he
might be right.
Almost got another steal there. Picks it up a notch. And we're going to have another timeout by Pleasant Hill as Steve Rylander wants to talk to his team. 3:43 to go in the second quarter. It's the Bulldogs 34, the Wolves 14 on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
3:43 to go, second quarter. Bulldogs lead Pleasant Hill by 20. 34-14. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross. As the teams continue to talk during this full timeout. I like what I've seen out of Louisiana so far, and Pleasant Hill, they've got some shooters.
Yeah.
If they can find the space.
The best part about Louisiana, to this point anyway, they played under control. They're pressing. You haven't seen a lot of wild stuff. A couple incidents where people got up in the air or, ill-advised passes. But for the general rule, they've done a good job. Only 4 turnovers, so they've taken care of the basketball. And that's has been one of their Achilles' heels over the last couple of years.
And I like the pressure.
Absolutely. That's your Bobby Spoonster influence, huh?
Uh-huh. Perkins went for the steal there. They break it, and now it's stolen by Harrison. And he's fouled by Kenton Friesmeyer. That's his second.
Good job by Harrison to get back. And they should be shooting a 1-1.
And they will.
Or 2, since it's 10.
That's right. 3:33 to go here in the second quarter, and the Bulldogs already into the double bonus. And to the line goes Wyatt Harrison. He's 0 for 1 from the stripe so far in this game. That one in, out, back in. 35-14.
The old shooter's touch, huh?
Mm-hmm. One more for Wyatt. And that one no good, but the rebound pulled down by Donovan Richard. Gets it back to Camps. Camps to the hoop. No, but another foul going to send Ryan Camps to the line. Took 4 seconds off the clock in Louisiana, trying to add to their 21-point lead.
Aiden Myers picks up his first, and Ryan Camps will go to the line to shoot a couple.
First shot, no good. So the usually good shooting Bulldogs are a little cold from the line tonight.
That they are.
It's the only thing that hasn't been working. That one does go in to make it 36-14. More pressure from the Dogs. Pass tipped, and Camps takes it away off that tip by Harrison. Richard gets it to Jack Logan. Logan, top of the key, backs up. Onto the Bulldog logo at center court. Now he's going to take it down low. Again, got up in the air, but somehow that worked out for him. Kept tipping it to himself and puts it in.
Got a charitable bounce that time off the defense.
5 minutes gone here in the second. And almost another travel, and then they're lucky. They'll keep possession as 2 Bulldogs went for that loose ball and knock it out of bounds.
Lane Hubbard will get his first minutes tonight as he'll come in for Pleasant Hill.
Caleb Friesmeyer checks out. Trying to find somebody. They do get it in to Poltz. He'll kick it back out to Dolbear. Free throw line now for McCurley. Ball tipped. Somehow he gets it down low to Poltz, who puts it in.
Pleasant Hill has 3 guys that can play a little bit.
That one is going to sit on the back iron.
First game of the year. And we got one, and that thing spun around the ring once.
Yes, it did. And now no one can get up there and get it. Finally, the combination of Poltz and McCurley gets it down. That wasn't a Voigtlock or anything. That actually just came to rest on the back iron.
So Logan will go to the line and get 2 free throws after the comical end of that play.
2:27 to play here in the second quarter, and Jack's first shot is long. Wholesale change coming for Louisiana as Camps, Perkins, and Richards all check out. Back in Washington, Hutt, and Chapman. Second shot is good.
And the lead, the biggest of the night at 23.
Dolbear. Little touch pass there, and the ball knocked away. And here comes Louisiana again after another turnover by the Wolves. There's Harrison from just inside the free throw line. Good. So he's come off the bench and had a nice first half.
That he has.
3 steps to the lane, and McCurley puts it in. Here come the Bulldogs. Back up the floor. Washington, yes. Away from contact. Positioned his body well and got it to fall. 43-18.
A little up and down action finally.
Here's Dolbear. They pulled off that pressure, and things have picked up a little bit. That was an air ball. Goes to the floor. Logan trying to get it and rolls it over to Chapman. Up the floor for Hutt. Hutt, alley-oop, off the glass, no. Pretty play, but unable to finish over the defender was Mason Washington.
Yeah, McCurley got over there in time just to disrupt that just enough.
And the first foul going to be, or second foul rather, on Quincy Hutt going to be whistled on the far side.
Just the 5th team foul.
43-18. The Dogs lead the Wolves.
Jaron Lawson into the game for the first time.
As Hubbard checks out. And get it into Dolbear. Head fake, goes to the floor, and throws it right to Chapman. Here comes Tremaine to Mason Washington. Washington stops on the baseline, keeps his dribble, goes off his foot over to the far side, and taken over there by Friesmeyer, and he'll travel. Yeah, he tucked his knees up toward his chest, and that was enough to draw the traveling call. Minute 1 to go.
That's a fact.
Here's Logan on the far point with 56 seconds to play. Here in the first half, here's Harrison to Quincy Hutt, now Mason Washington. Tremaine Chapman back to Mason, and the ball is knocked away and out of bounds. Friesmeyer working on the defensive end for Pleasant Hill.
A little risky pass that time by Chapman. Tried to spin it from the outside and make it kick into Washington, but the defense got their hands on it.
That's something you can do with a 43-18 lead in the first half.
That's a fact.
Here's Washington. Mason, everything opened up for him. He's fouled from behind by McCurley. That's Logan McCurley's 3rd foul.
Yes, it is. Dolbear with 3, McCurley with 3, Pultz with 3, Friesmeyer, Kenton with 2. So foul issues for the Wolves.
And the shot short for Washington.
Free throw issues for the Dogs.
He's one of his first 3 from the free throw line. 39.2 seconds to go in the first half, and he missed them both, but the rebound pulled down by Donovan Richards. Richard gets it back to Chapman. Yes, and a foul. Tremaine Chapman, his first points of the ball game, and it could be a 3-point play.
Catch who the foul was on. I'll have to wait for him to post it.
45-18 Louisiana, and that is.
Well, it's Pultz, and the scoreboard says it's 5. I've only got 4.
I've only got him for 4 also. And that's what the official's saying that's 5, and then he's done in the first half.
Yeah, I don't think. They must not have a scorekeeper.
Yeah. Well, they've got their scorebook there at the scorer's table. There's 2 books, one on each side.
Huh.
They're saying it's 5.
Well, I can actually say I don't think I've ever seen anybody foul out in the first half.
That one tipped up off the free throw miss and out of bounds. It's going to be Pleasant Hill ball. Last year we saw Mark Twain player go in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's as close to the half as we've seen.
Here's Dolbear. Up the floor quickly. Little scoop shot there, and he's fouled. 27.1 seconds to go in the half.
So, DeCorian will go to the line.
He's got 3 fouls. This is his first trip to the charity stripe.
Foul's going to be on Richards, his first.
And the shot is good.
You know, he's got some skills. Poltz has some skills. McCurley has some skills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could build around those three guys, get a couple role players, and be all right. But it hadn't worked out so far tonight.
Misses the second. The rebound pulled down by Quincy Hutt for Louisiana. Hands it off to Richards with 22 seconds to go. Let's see if they can come up with something better than they did at the end of the first quarter. Here's Richards. Down to 13. And the ball tipped and taken by Dolbear. He goes coast to coast, can't get it to score, but the rebound is good. Gavin Coy puts it in. And the three-quarter court shot is well off the mark. So, again, Louisiana has to work on their final plays. It hasn't worked out for them the first two, but in a whole, pretty good first half. 45-21, they lead Pleasant Hill as we go to halftime here on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
At the half, it's the Louisiana Bulldogs 45 and the Pleasant Hill Wolves 21. For Pleasant Hill, they've got some cleaning up to do. Like you said in the first half, they've got 3 players, possibly 4, but you need to have 5 out there that can complement each other to keep up with a press and a team like Louisiana.
Yeah, and Louisiana is a pretty good club. But it doesn't matter who you're playing. You can't turn it over 21 times in the first half and also have one of your better players foul out in the first half in Brian Poltz. So the problems for Pleasant Hill are pretty big going into this second half as they trail by 24 right now, 25, the biggest lead of the night so far for Louisiana.
It seems like this is always the case with Louisiana. You get somebody out to a real fast start, they kind of disappear, and the next guy steps up. It comes in waves from the Bulldogs. It's very rare you see 30-point nights from anyone because they do like to spread the ball around so well.
Well, it'll be interesting. Historically, they've been a weak third-quarter team, so I'm curious to see how they come out in the second half. They may not be quite as inspired as you might want them to be with a big lead like this, but tonight's a night you can work on that kind of stuff and hopefully get things ironed out. But, yeah, spread out scoring, as you said, and they took care of the basketball with only 5 turnovers, which has been an Achilles heel for them as well. Free throw shooting's got a few issues. They're 5 for 13 from the line. So if you're looking for coaching moments, that's going to be where it starts probably tomorrow in practice.
Yep, they're definitely going to have some free throw drills come tomorrow morning, unless they can just shoot lights out here in the second half. But I don't think Pleasant Hill has that many more fouls that they can give up in the second half of this ball game.
No, they have a bunch of guys. Well, like we said, they've got one that's fouled out. Dolbear's got 3. McCurley's got 3. Friesmeyer has 2. So Yeah, those guys, they've got to stay in the game, especially Dolbear, because when he went out, he's their point guard and a pretty shifty ball handler, actually. But when he went out of the game, wheels fell off the bus in a hurry for Pleasant Hill with that press. And so he has got to stay in the game.
45-21, Louisiana leads after 2 quarters. We'll take a break, come back with first half scoring after this on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
First 2 quarters of the first game of the season in the books, and Louisiana leads Pleasant Hill 45-21. Opening night for both these teams, home opener for the Bulldogs, and let's get the first half scoring for this game.
Let's take a look at Pleasant Hill first. As we said, they had 21 turnovers. They were 2 for 4 from the line. Gavin Coy and Logan McCurley lead them with 7 apiece. Brian Poltz, who fouled out, has 4, so he'll finish with 4. And DeCorian Dolbear with 3. For the Dogs, they spread their scoring out. As we mentioned, leading them is Mason Washington with 13. Donovan Richards with 9, 8 apiece for Jack Logan and Wyatt Harrison. 3 for Ryan Capps and 2 each for Nathan Perkins and Tremaine Chapman. Louisiana turned it over 5 times, and they were 5 for 13 from the free throw line. And led by as many as 25 in the first half. So things going pretty well so far for the Dogs here in this first game of the season.
Some scores from around the region. Varsity girls final, Canton over Knox County 66-20. End of 3, Scotland County over Clark County 39-24. Let's see, Macomb over Illini West 66-15. And QND leading at the half 33-19. Kirksville girls beat Highland 78-24, the final in that game. So just a few scores from around the area. Bowling Green girls, I believe, got a win last night over Hannibal. So they're 1-1.
Bowling Green boys are there tonight, aren't they?
I believe so. That's their first action, and they're a little banged up after the long football season. So it'll be interesting to see what Craig Smith can do with that lineup in their first time out.
Yeah, they're the last 2 games they played against Hallsville and Higginsville, they were bruising football games. It was smash mouth football and mano-y-mano, and they came out banged up. They came out banged up from the Hallsville game, but guys got healthy over the week. But a lot of guys nicked up on Saturday as well, and so it's going to take them a little while to work out those kinks.
And that foot injury for Owen Niemeyer, that's going to take a little bit longer to work out. Probably, I'd say he's not going to be available until after Christmas.
That would be my guess. I guess he's got a broken bone in his foot. I'm not a doctor, and we haven't talked to a doctor, so we probably shouldn't speculate. But it doesn't look good for him here in the first half of the season. So,
but if that is the case, then he'd be fresh for the stretch run going into district. So that's not a bad thing. And if that is the case, he'd still be available for Bowling Green tournament senior year and all that.
Well, and as we've seen with Ryan Capps, a big guy, lineman, a lot of weightlifting. Bowling Green's got a lot of guys that did that. It's going to take them a while to get their basketball touch back. Ryan loved the kid, but he's shooting like a bricklayer right now. and it's just going to take him a while to get that touch back, and once he does, he'll be fine.
Well, the fight song plays. That means we're ready for the third quarter of action. Kind of snuck up on us there.
Yeah, it did. We got the song. One other score for you. Troy defeated Marquette. They're 2-0, 59-42. They're going to be good this year as well. That's a boys' game.
45-21. Louisiana leads. 8 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to start the second half of this ball game. Hutt gets it into Richards. Bulldogs with the ball first, now traveling from right to left. At the near point, they'll kick it back, and Louisiana.
Little 4-high offense.
Yeah, content to run a little clock, and that's going to be a foul on Dolbear, his fourth.
Oh, my. You just got to understand that far away from the basket, hip checking and hand checking isn't going to work this day and age.
And that's something they've really cracked down on in the last several years here in Missouri. 45-21 still our score. Little floater pass there, alley-oop. Washington lays it in. First points of the second half.
They were trying to get that set up, and that time it worked.
Mason's got 15. Back the other way come the Wolves. With it is Friesmeyer. Back up top now for McCurley. Low post, now work it up and around. They were thinking three for a second there. Here's McCurley down low. Yes, and a foul.
McCurley's the guy they got to get the ball to. This offense shouldn't come down the floor without him touching it, in my opinion. He needs to get a little fire in his belly. He doesn't seem to play with a heck of a lot of enthusiasm, but he's got some skills. He's a big kid. Got a nice rotation on his shot.
Washington will take a seat after picking up his third foul. The free throw no good. Rebound tipped around and picked up by Harrison. Here comes Wyatt. Long pass for Logan. Logan, scooper, got his own rebound. Putback is blocked, but Richards comes away with it for Louisiana. Thought about three. They'll work it down to Jack Logan again. Turnaround on the baseline, that's good.
A little 15-footer by Logan gives him 10.
49-23, minute 15 gone here in the third quarter. And the ball stolen, another turnover for the Wolves. And Chapman can't lay it in on that reverse layup, but the ball knocked away and Chapman comes away with the steal. Here's Harrison for three, it's long. Put back Hutt, no, but a foul going to send Quincy Hutt to the line.
Good job crashing the boards by Hutt.
6:29 to go in the third quarter, and the whistles just keep echoing through the halls here.
Hutt will get 2 free throws.
Kenton Friesmeyer his third, and the first shot no good for Quincy. So they didn't fix that in the locker room.
No, they did not. They will tomorrow. Run and then shoot free throws. That's a bad combination if you get in practice.
Hit the second one to make it an even 50 on the scoreboard. His first point of the night. And that pass, about 2 foot too tall, yeah. McCurley tried to hit a streaking Aiden Myers. Corner, Chapman pumped on a couple of threes and then passed it off all the way around to Richards. Up top, here's Hutt for three, and that one is just off the mark. Rebound almost got the fourth foul there, and now we will get a foul whistled, and it's against Pleasant Hill.
No, it's on Washington.
Louisiana. Yep.
Yeah, it's on Washington, his third, I believe.
Fourth. No, you're right. Thought he picked up his third a minute ago before he checked out.
A little softer press now with this 27-point lead.
Ooh, bounce pass high up on the chin of Myers, but he's able to make the adjustment and get the bucket.
Yeah, made a nice catch to keep that from sending him to the dentist.
Ball loose on the far side, and Louisiana kind of just giving up after the first shot right now.
Yeah, they've kind of lost focus here at the start of this third quarter.
Long three, that one too long, and the rebound goes out of bounds on the far side. Back to the Bulldogs with 5:24 to go, and I think Coach Matt Smith thought the same thing we did. They lost their focus a little bit, up 50-25, so they'll take a timeout. 5:24 to go in the third on Eagle 102.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Quick timeout for the Bulldogs. I heard a come on at the end of it.
Well, you just want to keep playing like you're supposed to be playing and don't go out there and just nonchalant it here in this second half. The game's pretty much decided in terms of the winner, but now you've got a chance to work on some things.
Well, and if you put in a good 3-4 minutes here, you probably have a big enough lead that you can take off the fourth quarter.
Right.
Get those JV guys some action. Three's no good. Hutt's putback is good to make it 52-25. And now a steal for Washington. He goes off the glass and in. Thought maybe he'd go up with the two-hander there, but played it safe. Here the Wolves in transition. That shot high off the glass, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Tremaine Chapman for Louisiana.
Altered by Logan that time. Good defense.
Here's Jack with the ball from the low blocks. That shot a little long, and the rebound pulled down by Myers for the Wolves. Up the floor is Friesmeyer, and he's in a peck of trouble now. Stealing your words.
You probably never even heard of a peck of trouble. But it's a kick.
I'm older than you think.
Not by much. Let's see who came back in. Looks like Friesmeyer came back in.
Dolbear with it in the backcourt, working against Quincy Hutt. Active hands there from Hutt. A lob pass, and we're going to have a push from behind called on Ryan Capps.
This be his first foul.
4:08 to go in the third quarter. With it is Myers, a little lob pass. They work it down low, a little confusion there, and they'll have to dribble out. And now the pass tipped by Hutt. He'll take it to the hoop himself, blocked off the glass. Washington there, yes, and a foul. Good cleanup work by Mason Washington.
Yeah, he took a look back, and I thought maybe he's going to bounce this off the glass for Washington to dunk it. Washington did make the catch and gets an and one for his trouble.
And he could, if he hits this, be right at 20 points.
And that's McCurley's fourth foul. Harrison back in, Logan to the bench for the Dogs.
And the shot is good, and he's got 20. (57-25) Louisiana leads. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Here on opening night, and a little chest bump foul there by Wyatt Harrison.
Yep, they'll get him for his third.
So he's got 3. Washington's got 3. That's about the extent of the trouble for Louisiana. Coy to inbound, gets it to Friesmeyer. His shot good.
Good looking mid-range jumper that time by Friesmeyer, his first bucket of the game.
Here's Harrison, a little floater. That was supposed to be an alley-oop, but a nice tip up that time by Washington. He's got 22. Three from the far side for Pleasant Hill. That's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Louisiana. Here's Washington again. Mason almost had the legs cut out from under him, but he's going to be called for a charge.
That he is.
And that's number 4.
Well, will they leave him in?
Coach Smith looking down his bench. And
the principal has the door open at the end of the gym because it's about 95 in here.
A little early to turn the heat up that high. 3:09 to go here in the third. 59-27, Bulldogs lead.
Mass substitutions by Pleasant Hill. Looks like Carter Jones in for the first time, along with Peyton Lawson for the first time.
And with it out high is Lawson. Gets it to the other Lawson, Peyton, and now it's stolen by Harrison. Ahead for Richards. Donovan can't get the finger roll to go, and there's going to be another foul against the Bulldogs.
That'll be on Hutt. And a third quarter that's lasted forever.
Yes, it has.
Perkins, Chapman, Logan in. Washington, Hutt, and Richards out for Louisiana.
Bulldogs outscoring Pleasant Hill in the quarter, 14-6. With it is Jaron Lawson. Near side for Kenton Friesmeyer. Friesmeyer out high now for Myers. Myers goes to his dribble. Guarded closely by Camps, and I think Ryan going to pick up another personal.
Yeah. His second.
And that was all linemen there. He was trying to get the inside.
Yeah. A little chest up.
And the ball rejected, going to stay with the Wolves. It's a hard transition. 2:27 to go in the quarter. Ball went to the floor momentarily, and now we're going to have a foul on Perkins.
Mercy. 1-1 now for Pleasant Hill.
Nathan Perkins' first personal. 2:26 to play. First game for the officials probably too.
Possibly. And to the line will go Peyton Lawson. I believe it's a 1-1.
It is. Foul was on the floor.
Washington out, or Washington in, I should say, and Caps will take a seat.
And the first free throw is no good, so he doesn't earn the second. Harrison throws it away. Try to get it to Jack Logan on a little flip pass there.
Yeah, there's some of that nonchalant stuff you don't like to see. Stay disciplined and play your game like it's supposed to be played.
Lawson to Friesmeyer. Bounce pass down low, and another foul going to be whistled on Nathan Perkins. Another 1-1 coming for the Wolves.
I'm going to tell you right now, these officials don't understand the 32-point officiating rule.
Yeah, once it gets to 35, then you can call all the fouls you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that makes the game go quicker.
Yes, it does. Free throw's no good.
There's Washington with the dunk attempt and came up short.
Well, if you're going to dunk it, you got to make it.
He started a little too far out,
early,
I think.
Yep.
Yeah. That shot off the glass, no good. Washington has the rebound off his hands and
got swatted from behind, I believe, by Myers.
And swatted by Tanis down there.
Hard to do when you're on your phone.
All right. Here's Logan for three, and that one's good. Jack Logan with a tray. He's got 13. Minute and a half to go in the third, 62-27. All Louisiana tonight against Pleasant Hill. With it is Myers on the far side. Bounce pass back up top for Lawson. That's Jaron Lawson. Over to the near side for Friesmeyer. Caleb. Lob pass down low through about 9 sets of hands. And out of bounds back to the Bulldogs.
Back comes Dolbear and McCurley. Both of those with 4 fouls for Pleasant Hill. Also in for Louisiana, Richards returns. Harrison will take a seat.
And here comes Donovan with 1:05 seconds to go in the third quarter. Perkins back to Richards, now to Logan on the far point. Free throw line, Mason Washington. Gets it down low to Chapman, who puts it off the glass for 2.
Nice backdoor cut that time by Chapman.
Dolbear to the near side. They work it for McCurley. He's at the high blocks. Puts that shot up and good. He's got a nice touch.
Yeah, a little step back fade away there.
We're down to 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. Near side, here's Wesley Perkins. Back up top for Logan. Wesley, that's Nathan Perkins. I went back a couple years, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Back in time. Here's Richards.
Looks like they'll play for one. They need to work on that. It's been terrible the first 2 quarters.
Yep, they're 0 for 2 with 2 points going the other way. They kick it down low. Here's Washington. Reverse layup is good.
That's a little better.
Yep. 3-quarter court shot goes wide, and we played 3 at the Jake. It's the Louisiana Bulldogs 66, Pleasant Hill Wolves 29. Back with the fourth after this on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter, Louisiana leads Pleasant Hill 66-29, so we'll have that running clock here in the fourth. So put the 8 minutes on.
3 quarters with more than 20 points for the Dogs.
Been a nice night for Louisiana. And it will be the Wolves to start things off. McCurley will inbound on the far side. Into the backcourt for Gavin Coy. Coy gets it off for Dolbear. Decorian works against Quincy Hutt. Drops it off now for McCurley. McCurley trying to find a little room for that fadeaway, and he's fouled by Quincy Hutt. That's his fourth.
Yep, they're going to call it on Caps for the chest bump.
Not the slap on the hand. So Caps third. Works out better for the Dogs. And the clock's still running.
Curley will go to the line. And he'll get 1-1.
And the first shot's good. 66-30. He's got 12 points tonight. And the second shot good as well.
Playing with 4 fouls, too.
Yep. Here's Richards from inside the free throw line. His shot long. Rebound tipped around and picked up by McCurley for Pleasant Hill. On to Dolbear. He's across the line.
Cooper Lumley back into the game, as is Harrison for Louisiana.
Pass tipped right back to Dolbear, and he's got 5 points. That worked out. Harrison to Lumley. Cooper shot, rims out for 3, and the rebound goes to the floor, and it's going to be tied up. It's going to be Bulldog ball with 6:21 to go.
Or Pleasant Hills ball.
Oh, that's right. They had it to start the quarter.
They didn't switch it. You're on top of your game. Have you got a little arrow there on yours?
No, no arrow.
Thing?
No. That's all memory there. All this is doing is letting that clock keep ticking while they talk about this.
Well, yeah, but it's only 33 points, right?
Is it 30 to start the fourth?
Is it 30? Must be.
It is tonight.
Yeah.
Here's Richards to inbound, and that ball's knocked away. It's going to stay with Louisiana as Nathan Perkins comes back in. And the clock keeps moving.
Coach Rylander still working.
Yeah, he is.
These players haven't given up either. Good for them.
Nope. Harrison goes all the way around the perimeter, and before the shot, there's a foul.
Is it a foul?
Or did he step out of bounds? No, they're going to say foul.
They're going to call a touch foul.
And that's on Peyton Lawson.
Just the third team foul, maybe fourth.
His first. Lob pass to Caps. Caps center of the lane. Off the glass is good. He found a touch there.
Took the contact and got it off the glass for a bucket. He's got 5.
And we're down to 4:35 to go in this ball game. Here's Dolbear.
That's a travel.
Yeah, he tried a little step between.
A little bunny hop. He did that in the first half, and they called it. And they call it again here in a second.
Down to 4:20 as the clock continues to run.
Kenny McCormick getting ready to check in.
Here's Caps off the glass for 2 more. Ryan Caps.
That's where he makes his money, around the hoop.
And Louisiana's put 70 on the board. Dolbear kicks it back now for McCurley. McCurley's shot no good. Hutt the rebound. Woo! He almost traveled.
He did travel.
And the ball knocked around by Dolbear. Louisiana keeps. Here's Caps off the glass, and he's coming alive here in the fourth.
Again, used that big body to fend off McCurley and got it up off the glass and scored.
3:30 to play. And a timeout taken by Pleasant Hill. 3:28 on the clock. 26, 25, 24. They're not going to stop it, are they? 72-33, Louisiana leads. Back with more of the fourth quarter after this on KJFM.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
30 seconds ticked off the clock before Mason Washington finally went to the scorer's table and said, hey, clock. 72-33, Louisiana leads here in the fourth. So 3:02, they're not going to make them change it back or anything.
Well,
not tonight.
Well, we had a 2 or 3 minute delay because the clock ran, and then they never put any time back on it in the first half. So, yeah, why worry about it now?
So 3:02 to go, 72-33, the Bulldogs lead. Mark Frontick, Jim Ross here at Louisiana High School opening night for both of these teams. Home opener for the Bulldogs. Been a big night for Louisiana. Solid first half, both offensively and defensively. Kind of let up on that pressure here as the game's gone on, as you should. And there's before the shot, a foul going to be called on Perkins.
His third. And we'll shoot some more free throws. Or we should be. There's 10 team fouls on Louisiana. Guess we're not going to shoot free throws either.
Making room to the basket and scoring is McCurley, and he'll draw a foul as well.
Yeah, it's the first game for the officials, too.
Mm-hmm. So 72-35 our score. And we're down to 2:20 to play. And at the line, Logan McCurley. And he makes it a three-point play.
Got a good second half. Foul was on Caps, his fourth.
And now Perkins loses it, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dolbear. As the youngsters come into the ball game, Wyatt Martin to inbound to Kenny McCormick. I'll just weave a little bit here. Sheldon Sylvie. We've seen him play some important minutes for this Bulldog team. Little floater there for Perkins, no good. Tip, though, from behind, and Sylvie will pick it up. Over to McCormick.
Another turnover.
Now for Caps. Caps finds some room, can't hit. Got his own rebound, kicks it back out. McCormick, ball fake, floater. That one's no good, and the rebound tipped out of bounds, going to stay with the Bulldogs. Minute 15 to go.
72-36 our score. Been all Louisiana from the outset. Led 14-2 to start. 9-0 and 14-2 to start this game.
Not after one, 23-9. Led at the half, 45-21 and 66-29 after three. Here's a three for McCormick. That one's off the mark. Caps the rebound, put back. Had a little contact there. Now to Sylvie. Sylvie. Reverse layup is good. I like Sheldon Sylvie as a player.
Yeah, he's got some energy.
And a Sylvie chant going. Down to 33 seconds. That shot off the glass with authority for Logan McCurley. He's had a big night. Down to 20 seconds. McCormick with it for the Dogs. He'll kick it down off the glass, and another 2 points for Ryan Caps. 76-38. Will that be our final? Dolbear did a nice job staying in the ball game. And he'll float it for McCurley, working against Caps off the glass. No good. Putback was late, and this ball game is over. 76-38 our final. Louisiana opens the season with a win, Pleasant Hill with a loss, and we'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
So nice win to open the season for the Louisiana Bulldogs as they down the Pleasant Hill Wolves 76-38. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross back here at the Jake at Louisiana High School. And Bulldogs they did exactly what they needed to. Came out, showed their dominance early, a big start, back-to-back threes for Donovan Richards, and they were off to the races.
Yeah, hit a number of threes in the first half. They kind of laid off. They didn't hit much in terms of long range in the second, but tonight they were smart enough to lay off of that. The ball wasn't going in the hole, so they started penetrating. They pressed a lot in the first 3 quarters of this game, and it worked as it forced 30 turnovers on Pleasant Hill. And so a lot of good things to look at for Coach Matt Smith. But there are also some things they'll want to work on going forward. So all in all, a good night for the Bulldogs.
Yep, and for Pleasant Hill, they just they turned the ball over too much and fouled way too much. In fact, they lost Brian Poltz after a 4-point first half.
Yeah, in the first half. As we mentioned during the broadcast, I don't know that I've ever seen anybody foul out in the first half, but Mr. Poltz did, and you and I had him as 4, so maybe the coach only thought he had 4, and it caught him as a surprise, but it is what it is, right?
76-38, our final in this one. We'll take a break, come back with the final scoring numbers here from Louisiana after this on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
76-38, our final. Louisiana over Pleasant Hill. Final scoring numbers for this one?
For Pleasant Hill, as they'll drop to 0-1 on the season. It being the first game for both clubs. Logan McCurley led them with 18, only player in double figures, 7 for Gavin Coy, 5 for DeCorian Dolbert, 4 for Brian Poltz, and 2 each for Kenton Friesmeyer and Aiden Myers. They were 5 for 9 from the free throw line for the evening, and as we said, they turned it over 30 times. 9 players in the scoring column for Louisiana. 3 of them in double figures. Mason Washington with 22, Jack Logan with 13, Ryan Capps with 11, 9 for Donovan Richards, 8 for Wyatt Harrison, 6 for Tremaine Chapman, and 2 each for Nathan Perkins and Sheldon Sylvie. 7 for 16 from the free throw line, and they did a good job taking care of the basketballs. They only turned it over 7 times. So pretty good night for the Dogs all the way around. Little free throw shooting issues. They'll get that worked out. And on to the next game, right?
Exactly. Good start for the Bulldogs, and good start here. Our first game in the books as well. I think we did better than the officials in warming up into the basketball season, or transitioning from football to basketball.
Might also mention that the Louisiana JV won the preliminary game 48-25.
So a nice night for the Bulldogs here as they open the 21-22 season here at home with a win 2 wins over the Pleasant Hill Wolves. 76-38, our varsity final. For Jim Ross, Mark Froning saying we'll see you next time for more basketball, and happy Thanksgiving from everyone here at Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of Area High School Sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.